Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Okichuku. I'm a full stack web developer. And today we're going to be talking about back pressure and rate limiting. Stay put. Imagine a bank on the first day of the month or by the end of the month when people comes rushing into, cashing their checks on applied loan at the same exact time. So without a plan, the lobby of the bank, like the banking hall becomes a mess. People full everywhere to be overcrowded and the teller quits his job. Like the cashier just quits his jobs and the phone stays locked. To keep the bank moving, the bank uses two distinct strategies. The number one is what I'm going to tell you. It's called rate limiting. It's just like the security guard. So the security guard at the front door is the rate limiter. Their job is simply to ensure that the banking hall does not exceed the safe capacity. You understand? So that they don't overwork the cashiers. They don't care how fast the cashiers are working. Their only job is to make sure that each 10 customers enters the bank every 1 hour or 45 minutes as the case may be. So the 11th person is told to wait. This is a common scenario we have in Nigeria. Now to represent this strategy in a code format, we're going to use Python and Django. So now Django application often use what we call middleware. If you are familiar with Django, you understand what I'm talking about, what's middleware or decorators to enforce these front door rules. As you can see in your screen now, this is the typical Python code to represent this scenario. Number one, after importing all the necessary libraries for this project, we import rate limits from Django rate limiter.decorators. And first things we do before we write the function, or we can write it after after writing the function, but we must definitely place the decorator right above the function. Then the decorator is at rate limit. So if you're familiar with Python, this is what you're going to say. We'll pass in our parameters, the key, which is the IP address, the rate, we're giving it 5 minutes, and set block a equals to true. Then we write our functions. So each time a particular IP clicks on that functions or triggers that functions, a transaction is initiated. But if a customer tries on the 6 deposit in 60 seconds, the system returns a 429 too many requests, effectively locking the front door. And the second strategy that the bank can use in this scenario is called the back pressure. And that this back pressure is serves as maybe the loan officer enter the bank. So if the loan officer who handles loan applications from all the customers for the day has a lot of loan application on their desk, and more customers keep coming. Just like in recent times, if you go to a bank, you take a ticket if you're applying for loan, if you're doing this and all that, and more customers keep coming. Once the cashier goes to the loan officer, says, okay, there's another application. He will tell the cashier, please, I'm not yet done. So you have to tell them to hold on so that we can be able to finish it. So now that exact process is what we call back pressure. Then so the cashier comes back to tell the customers that they should stop bringing in loan application, that they should calm down until a certain period of time. Sometimes they will just lie about it and tell you that it is network. You understand? So these are the things, these are the strategies bank use so that they can reduce workload on themselves. Now the code example, the code implementation of it. In this one, we're going to be using JavaScript to represent this in code format. So on your screen, you're going to see a JavaScript code just like the previous one, we talked about the Python code, but right now we're going to use it. JavaScript, you're using Node.js. For those of you familiar with JavaScript, you're using Node.js and streams because JavaScript streams are the industry standard for handling back pressure. It's enforcing the producer, that is the cashier, and the consumer. If you're familiar with JavaScript, you have to create server. This is a Node.js function, in server.on, and your passing your parameters of request and rec and all that. So at the end, without the implementation of the back pressure, the server will try to load the entire workload, the entire multi-gigabyte file into the RAM, causing the bank, in this our case, your application, to crash from memory exhaustion. So I hope you learned something today. Click like and follow and stay tuned for more content like this, explaining tech tips. I love you. Peace out.